Hello, children. Children, which is the day which you all eagerly wait for? Start thinking about it even a few days earlier. Can you guess? Yes, it is your birthday, isn't it? You start dreaming about the party, the dress you will wear on the party day, your friends who will come, the cake, and especially the birthday gifts. Today, I, Kahani Wali Nani, am going to tell you a story about a birthday and birthday gifts. The story is Birthday Gift of Simba the Lion. Listen, children, this is a story of long time ago. There was a huge thick forest, the Golden Forest. And who was the king of the forest? Simba the lion. In those days, especially in this golden forest, all the animals lived in peace and harmony. They celebrated festivals and birthdays, especially Simba's birthday. Now it was Simba's birthday the next week. Simba was very much excited. He called all the animals in a big ground and invited them. He said, "See, you all know this coming Monday is my birthday. All of you, please come in the morning for the party." All the animals accepted the invitation. They clapped their hands with joy and said, "Hurrah! Thanks, my lord. We all will be there for your birthday party." After a while, all the animals were going home. They were thinking. Thinking of what? Yes, the party and also the gifts to be given to Simba. On Monday, all the animals gathered in the ground. Why? To celebrate Simba, the lion's birthday. Now, all the animals came and they sat down. Children, when you go to a birthday party, you always take a gift along with you, isn't it? Similarly, all the animals brought different gifts with their choice for Simba. Simba came and sat down on a rock. After all, he was the king. Seeing Simba, all the animals got up, showing respect to him, and greeted, "Happy birthday to our dear king, Simba! Long live our king!" Simba waved to all them, welcoming them, accepting their greetings, and thanking them for their good wishes. He asked them all to sit down, and all the animals sat down. First of all, Jumbo the elephant got up. He came near Simba. He bowed down, saluted Simba, and he had come with a big birthday cake and a can of sugarcane juice. Seeing this, Simba smiled and said, "Thank you." After Jumbo came Bholu the bear. Bholu had some honey at home and he made some special honey candies for Simba. And then came the monkeys. They had a lot of fruits with them and also they had brought fruit jam for Simba. Rani, the queen of ants, came with her family. She brought some sweets she prepared for Simba. The butterflies brought a bouquet of flowers, while Dhoni the goat presented Simba with a crown made of leaves. The rabbits brought a box full of nuts. And then came Finny the fox. She said, "Your Majesty, I brought you a bunch of grapes. They are sweet, not sour." Children, do you remember the story of Finny the fox and the grapes? Yes. The snake bought some milk which it borrowed from a cow. Simba thanked everybody for their gifts and was very happy. Just then Mushak the rat came along with his family. He walked slowly and came in front of Simba. He put some seeds before Simba. "Your Majesty, we rats thought of giving you a precious gift, but you know we rats are poor. Whole week we rats have worked hard to make this collection of seeds. Happy birthday, Your Majesty, and accept this gift." And one by one, all the rats put seeds before Simba. Soon there was a pile of seeds. Seeing the seeds poured before him, Simba roared in anger. You foolish rats! What? You have got these seeds for your mighty king? Bertie, get out of my sight. And not only out of my sight, but out of the forest also. Now onwards, you will all stay at the outskirts where the forest ends and not more and no more enter our forest. I don't want to see you people again. Hearing this, tears rolled down Mushak's eyes. Mushak felt ashamed at this insult and he and his family ran away. Simba ordered Jumbo to go and throw the seeds at the outskirts of the village where the rats were ordered to stay. After that, then there was a grand feast and all the animals ate to their full and left for their homes. Years passed by. The golden forest was not so thick. There were fewer trees. Why? Trees grow from seeds, and because there were no rats to bring the seeds, there were no new trees. And now, hunters would often come in the forest to hunt animals. One day, Simba was resting under a tree. Just then, he woke up with a sound. He saw a man with a gun. Oh, a hunter with a gun. I must run for safety before he sees me. But the hunter saw Simba and aimed his gun towards him. Simba was scared and he began running to hide between the trees. There were fewer trees and he ran toward the outskirts of the forest. There he saw a patch of thick bushes. Simba quickly hid himself among those bushes. The hunter came, looked here and there for Simba, but could he find Simba? No. He searched all over and when he did not find Simba, he went back. Now, when Simba was sure that the hunter had left and he was out of danger, he came out of the bushes. All the time he was thinking, whole of the forest looks barren. There are few trees and very little grass. How come there is this patch of thick bushes here? Just then Simba saw someone. He saw a small rat running. Seeing Simba, the rat got scared and started running away. Simba said, wait, come here, don't run. Do you stay here? Is this your home? The rat was trembling with fear. He said slowly, yes, your majesty, these bushes are my home and I stay here with my family. Simba was surprised. How come there is this patch of thick bushes here? The whole forest is barren. Mushak said, Sir, this patch of bushes has grown from the seeds we brought to you as a gift, as a birthday gift, and you refuse to accept them. I am Mushak, the head of the rat family. Now Simba remembered these were the same rats he had insulted, punished, and whose precious gifts he had thrown away. And today, from those precious gifts, those seeds, these bushes had grown, and he had saved his life by hiding in these bushes. Simba felt sorry and said, Mushak, I am sorry for all I have done to you and your family. Actually, your birthday gift was the best. I did not realize it. Please forgive me. And now come back to our forest and stay there with your family. Do you know? Once your great-grandfather saved my great-grandfather's life. Children, how did they save? By cutting the net in which my great-grandfather was caught. And today, you have saved my life. Sorry once again. And now onwards we will be friends forever. So children, accept every gift with an open heart and value every gift whether big or small. And children, how did you like this story? You can hear more such interesting stories on my YouTube channel of Kahani Wali Nani. Subscribe and do not forget to press the bell button so that you never miss a new story from me, Kahani Wali Nani. If you like the story, press the like button and you can send your comments too. You can also share the story with your friends by clicking on the share button. And we'll meet you again next week with a new story. Till then, goodbye. Take care.